Alright, YouTube. Here's what's up. So, I wanted to get all this wiring in tonight, but some things happened. I got the harness in okay, and started doing all this wiring here. I got all that wired up. Did a little bit of tuck over here. And then I got to, and I did all of this in here. Excuse me for this car being so, disgusting. But so I got all this wiring done in here. A lot of this will go to the dash and stuff like that. Or I want to see where I can tuck it and stuff. So what a lot of people don't know is on the Legacies, the ECU mounts under the, I guess it's the crash bar, versus on the passenger side floorboard, like Imprezas and Foresters and all the newer EJ stuff, actually, including the Outbacks and stuff have. So, obviously mine isn't there. It's just under the seat. And luckily Brian was kind enough, Brian's iWire, to make all this long enough so you won't see any of this when it's done. And he gave me enough wire to make it so I could put my pt2 port in the back seat if I wanted to, so that's fantastic. Yep, I got all this wired up and everything like that, but then I came to a problem, and that's where this secondary harness, the right hand side of the engine harness comes out. Let me just put it right here. So originally we planned on the schematic that I sent him was to have the hole, drill a hole, because I wanted the ECU under the seat. I didn't want, or on the passenger side, I didn't want the ECU in factory location, and he didn't want to wire it that way. So we just decided to do a little fabrication instead. So I was supposed to drill a hole right here and call it a day. However, this actually, when I was looking at these, sorry, it's late, it's like 3 a.m. When I was looking at all this harness, I was thinking that it looked awful short. So I didn't want to route it the pretty way, because this actually is shorter, the way I read it here. Technically, if I bring this up, this would move this over a little bit, I guess. Let's see. I can move it over here. But just the overall fitment is kind of not fantastic. For instance, here is my brake level sensor, and there's my brake level sensor plug-in. So as you can see, that's not even close. Like that's not even close. So what I'm thinking is I think he told me that he was going to use a JDM harness. But I don't see why he would need to do that, because we ended up doing the ECU on the right-hand side, because on the JDM harness, it's on the passenger side, but the passenger side is over here because they drive on the other side of the road. So it's almost like he used a JDM harness, because also I had to lengthen this because the wiper, like, as you can see, the wiper motor was all the way over here. So I think he used the JDM harness. Now that I think about it, I actually just now thought of it. And that would explain why this is on this side and that was way the fuck over there. So, that's not fun, because now I have to wire all that stuff up, and I'm not too happy about that. But the main killer is all of these are too short. Like every single one of these are too short, which blows. Like, and just to show you, like, this is absolutely the max. Like, I have it stretched, pulled tight. Like, even if I put it not where it's supposed to go, like, I can't get it plugged in. It blows. It sucks. So it's like it's almost close enough, but not quite. And that's a factory airbox in the factory location, so factory for Legacy, so that sucks. So I have a lot more wiring to do just in retrofitting the harness that I currently have to making this work, because I was hoping that I could get this all, like I could just throw this in and have the dash in and put the engine in tomorrow, start it Saturday, and then have a video Sunday, but it's looking like I may not even get it started this weekend based on just this, because I don't know what the other wires are going to be like under the dash. I mean, I don't know if those are even going to be close. I'm assuming they're not. I'm assuming they're going to be just as bad as this, but every single wire, so I'm basically going to have to redo the entire wiring harness, and I'd rather redo it myself than, because I mean, a lot of people probably say just send it back, but, you know, I don't want to wait 3 months again. You know, I'm just going to do it myself. I mean, it's not hard. He's already done the hard part of figuring out where the wires need to go, and that's really what I'm paying for. I mean, honestly, he could probably charge $700 for just the diagram, to be quite honest. So, he's a busy guy, and he does good work. I think this is probably my fault somehow, just because that's how shit works. So, actually, now that I think about it, that is my sense. That's not the that is not the brake fluid level sensor. That is the, I don't fucking know what it is. This is the brake fluid level sensor. But like that just leaves even more questions, because it's not even close. So I don't think it's the JDM one now that I say that. So I'm pretty much at a loss. But it will get done. If I have to rewire the whole fucking car, I will. It just pisses me off because I paid good money for it, and it's supposed to be plug and play, and of course, it's a Subaru, so nothing's plug and play. But, yeah. So, either way, tomorrow I'm putting the engine in, whether the wiring's done or not. Really, the only part I wanted to get done was this part back here. Before I put the engine in, but I can just take the airbox out, and I could just lengthen them from there. I'm probably going to, I don't know if I'm going to de-pin them and then do them that way. I don't know if that even makes a difference or not. And then just add length off the... No, I don't think I'd do that. I don't know. I might end up just modifying like just this connector, because this is for the boost control solenoid right here. So this I can, you know, I'll put that wherever. I don't care. These suck. I don't think I can really get away with that. I think this is the O2 sensor. One of these is the O2 sensor. Is this one broken? Oh no, that is interesting. That's an interesting mod. Oh, I think I know what that is. I think that's this. Yeah, I think that's what that is. No? Is there a missing 2-pin? Oh yeah, and some connectors that I know are supposed to go in the engine bay, like one of them is the rear oxygen sensor for the cat, which I don't need. But like, it's so short, it won't even poke through that hole. And like, even if I move the hole over like to there, it would only stick out like this far, so that doesn't really help me. So I'm gonna have to cut all those, extend all of that, and figure out where this goes if I even need this. I mean, Zane's car had it, so I'm assuming that it needs it, but it's like a fuel resistor or whatever, fuel pump resistor. So yeah, I'm at a loss. I have another engine harness over there. If it wasn't so late, I'd probably throw it on and see, you know, where it lies, because I know about where it should be. I can look at the injectors and the injector connectors, and I can look at the throttle body, the throttle position sensor. Is that what it is? Yeah, the throttle position sensor. I want to. That sounds wrong. Whatever. So I can look at the sensor that goes on the throttle body, and that'll show me exactly where the throttle body's at and if it'll line up or not. So, because I've done a lot of these, so I can tell. Like I could tell when I took it out of the box, just like when I could tell just from looking at it, I'm like, wow, this looks awful short. But the last one I did, in my buddy's RS in Zane's car, it was perfect. So maybe it's because it's a legacy. Maybe it's because someone was rushing, or maybe it's because I fucked up. But stay tuned and figure out who fucked up. If it was me, if it was Brian at iWire, if it was Zane because he's a punk ass little bitch. The world may never know. But I'll definitely give it an update tomorrow when I put that engine in, because that shit's gonna be real. Oh man, I can't wait. All the welding is done for the external wastegate. I got the 1-bar spring in, like my tuner said. I got everything I need. Just got to finish up this wiring. It's all here. Everything's here to make it chooch. So that's what's important. I think once I get it running, before I even put in the big boy trans clutch and the blast plates, is I'm going to get in alignment and this fucking windshield fixed. Because look at this shit, though. Fucking cracked as fuck. Cracked as fuck. That, and I'm probably going to rip this carpet out because it is disgusting. It was so... I had to vacuum it before I could work, like, in the car, because it was so disgusting. Like, it was terrible. But you best believe, though, I'm going to keep this steering wheel, and I'm going to keep the sick-ass shift knob, though. Look how sick this shift knob is. This thing is hella fresh right here, bro. I'm not gonna be like anything because this has no clutch. Bop, bop, bop. Oh, I missed a gear. Can't find third. Man, I cannot wait to grenade this trans. It's gonna be so much fun. Alright. I'm calling it a night. Peace.